Namaste, thank you for joining and keeping up your practice as I have been doing. Whatever challenges you have during your daily life, you want to keep up your practice and it pays off. So we'll start with some warm up. Go ahead and work your fingers. It's cold in the basement, so definitely good idea for me to warm up. Simple things. Rotating my wrists in one direction and in the other direction. And working your elbow joints. To keep up your practice, you want to choose a place which is conducive to yoga practice. For example, where I am, it's cold, so it's a little discouraging to come and practice over here unless I remember to heat up the space, about half hour or so before at least. But for yourself, make sure you do it in a comfortable place. It could be in your living room. Keep a mat handy and in your side, that way it reminds you that you need to practice. And you can easily get onto a mat. And that's the key actually. You should be able to easily slide into your practice. Continue to rotate your head, working your neck. So you should be looking for motivation to do yoga. You should be doing yoga as a daily practice. You shouldn't be needing motivation for it. Otherwise, you'll always be looking for motivation. Somebody to teach you, somebody to help you get started. No, that's not how it should be. Now let's go ahead and do the mountain as you stand. Feel grounded. Your feet either together or parallel to each other. And as you hold the posture, listen to what is happening within yourself. As you hold the mountain, work your spine, let it move up and down, create space between the vertebrae. So take advantage of that stretch. Now let's try the side bend. So bending to my left, keeping my head up, my ear close to the arm. Slow, easy breathing. And slowly come back. So you have to feel that stretch here, the skin stretching and the energy moving there. So let's try the same on the other side. So as I bend to the side, I try to bend just from the hip up so that there is no pressure on the sides of the knees. and come back to neutral. Okay, let's loosen up the shoulders, then go for the shoulder stretch. So let's try the hero into a stance and point your left foot to the side, right inside. Okay, arms parallel to the mat. Keep your hand at the back up, parallel to the mat. Look over the left shoulder. Hold and breathe. Releasing tension from your legs. Now reaching down for the triangle. Just go as far down as you're comfortable. Look at the ceiling if you can. And come back up, back to standing. Let's try the same on the other side, back to a stance. Right foot to the side, left hand side, arms parallel to the mat. And reaching down for the triangle. Coming back up and shaking your legs. Good stretch. Now let's practice the tree Vrikshasana. You want to set your eyes on the ground 5 or 6 feet in front of you and fold the left into the right as you stand on the right. Use a wall or chair for support. Hold and breathe. And release, shake your leg, try Vrikshasana on the other side, on the other leg. And release. Shake your leg. And now let's go for the chair. Feet about hip width apart. Sitting down. Keeping the kneecaps behind the toes as you look down. Stretch your arms up, lengthening your back and spine. Yeah, come back to standing. Shake your leg. Now let's try a twist as you get into your stance. Hands on the mat. Place your left hand centered between the 2 feet. Spine as horizontal as you can keep. So you got to adjust the distance between the feet and then take your right arm up, look at the ceiling. Right hand on the floor, on the mat, left arm up. And both hands on the mat. Lock your hips in space, walk the fingers away, head down. Lengthening the spine, hold and breathe. And walk the fingers back. Back to standing. See if you can do the shoulder stretch. So left hand on the back as high as possible. Right hand from above. Reaching down. Interlock the fingers. As you breathe, try to engage the top of your chest as much as possible. And release. Shake your arms and try the same stretch on the other side. So right hand at the back this time. My left hand helping it stay as high as possible. And then reaching down with your left. Interlock the fingers, otherwise use a piece of cloth or a piece of rope to position the hands in place. So idea here is to open up your lungs. Look ahead. Keep your left elbow pointing up to the ceiling as high as possible. Now enjoy the posture. and release. Work your arms. Now let's prepare for some Surya Namaskars. Let's do the back bend. And hinge at the hips, slowly reaching down into the standing forward bend. And come back to standing prayer position. Now let's try Surya Namaskars. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, left foot to the back, lunge. Downward dog and stretch, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog, right foot ahead, lunge. Standing forward bend, exhale, inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Let's try one more time. Inhale, back bend, exhale, standing forward bend. Right foot goes back, lunge, downward dog, and stretch, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog, left foot to hand, lunge, standing forward bend, exhale, inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Let the breathing settle down. And release. Now let's get down to the mat. First in Vajrasana. Close your eyes. Observe the breathing. Observe the breath. And now reach down for the forward bend, stretching your spine, hold and breathe. Come back up. Pigeon, sitting on the left side. Right leg goes to the back. Before you sit down, try to loosen up your joints. Try to keep the thigh facing the mat if you can. So there's rotation in your hips as well. Sit up straight, deep breathing. now switch sides. You want to sit with your right leg folded, left leg stretching to the back. Sit up straight. Nice, slow and deep breathing. And release. Okay, bring both your feet together to the front. Take your hands to the back. Your fingers pointing away, leaning onto the hands, lifting the hips up into the reverse plank. And release. Okay, now let's do the side plank on the right side. So your right hand on the mat and straighten the legs to whatever extent possible. Release. And now let's try the same on the left side. Vasishthasana. Great posture to keep up the strength in your shoulders. Release. Now let's get into Sukhasana. Let the breathing settle down. Now let's bring both the feet together in front. Put the Konasana, pulling your toes up, pressing the knees down to the side, sitting up straight. Nice deep breathing. As you exhale, reaching forward and down, letting go your trunk with each exhalation. Come back up. Now stretch your legs out to the side and try the side bend. Very beneficial to the digestive system. Take some nice deep breaths. Come back up and let's try the same stretch on the right side. And come back up. Now let's try some inversions. Start with Vajrasana and form a triangle with your hands and place the triangle on the mat. Place the crown of your head on the mat, making sure the back of your head is supported with your hands, fingers. And now slowly lifting your hips up, walking your feet close to you, trying to get your trunk as vertical as possible. And release. Get your trunk to a horizontal position for a bit. And now into downward dog. Pushing your tailbone up and stretching your arms and back, spine. Taking pressure off your arms into Vajrasana again. And now let's get back to Sukhasana. Start winding down and see if you can get into half lotus. So with half lotus, one foot is on the other thigh. Okay, so the other foot is supporting this. And if you want to go for the full lotus, yeah, feel free to do so. Let me see if I can do this. let's go for the Uddayana, which is abdominal lock. So go ahead and lean forward, hands on the legs. Expel the air from your lungs and trunk, abdomen quickly. Maintaining the vacuum, relax the diaphragm and lift it up to the spine. So there are two phases of abdominal lock. One is where you just lift the diaphragm up, and the dynamic phase is where you move the diaphragm back and forth. Okay, so let's try it again. Breathe easy. Bring your awareness to the Ajna chakra between the two eyebrows. Feel the energy there. Resting your attention mindly. Coming back to the present moment. Let's end the class today. Thank you for joining and keeping up your practice. See you another time.